your presence, there is fullness of joy.
There is somebody who has made the heaven and the earth. There is someone who by his word heavens were made and the earth came into existence. There is someone whose presence recreates everything. Hey, God is a God of order. He loves orderliness. He made everything in order. When he comes, when he manifests, everything that is out of order will start falling in line.
Your presence is the fullness of joy.
Today is the 6th day, right? We'll be closing tomorrow. I have one simple question for you. I asked my people this morning. That's a question. What has happened to you since you started coming to the feast? If by now nothing has happened to you, you're almost running late. And there are two things that I expect should happen. I won't have the time to go through the Bible to show you. One, is there any new thing that you've learned? A revelation that you know I can hold to this and apply to my life. That's one. Two, there should be a touch of God's power. Hallelujah. I really do not have the time. I wanted to do a reading. Today so that we read. You see, Jesus attended the feast and what happened in the feast. What he did. And that will help us to understand or expect something as well, because it's a battle. It becomes a paradigm for us. After this thing, Jesus walked in Galilee. He will not walk in Jewry because the Jews sought to kill him. Now the Jews' feast of Tabernacles was at hand. And listen to what he says. His brethren therefore said unto him, depart hence and go into Judea, that thy disciples also may see the works that thou doest. For there is no man that doeth anything in secret, and he himself seeketh to be known openly. If thou do these things, shew thyself to the world. Then Jesus said unto them, my time is not yet come, but your time is always ready. The world cannot hate you, but me hate, because I testify of you that the works thereof are evil. And I told them, go ye up unto this feast. I go not up yet unto this feast, for my time is not yet full come. When he had said these words unto them, he abode still in Galilee. But when his brethren were gone up, then went he also up unto the feast, not openly, but as it were in secret. Then the Jews sought him at the feast and said, where is he? Amen. Amen. Where is he? Why would Jesus love to come in secret? And there was much murmuring among the people concerning him. For some said he is a good man, others said nay, but he deceived the people. Howbeit no man spake openly of him for fear of the Jews. Now about the midst of the feast, Jesus went up into the temple and taught. Please, we have to move faster. And the Jews marveled, saying, how knoweth this man letters, having never learned? Jesus answered them and said, my doctrine is not mine, but his that sent me. If any man will do his will, he shall not be doctrine, whether it be of God or whether I speak of myself. He that speaketh of himself seeketh his own glory, but he that seeketh his glory that sent him, The same is true, and no righteousness is in him. Did not Moses give you the law, and yet none of you keep the law? Why go ye about to kill me? The people answered and said, Thou hast a devil, who going about to kill thee? Jesus answered and said unto them, I have done one work, and ye all marvel. Moses therefore gave unto you circumcision, not because it is of Moses, but of the fathers. And ye on the Sabbath day circumcise a man. If a man on the Sabbath day receives circumcision, that the law of Moses should not be broken, are ye angry at me because I have made a man every week whole on the Sabbath day? Judge not according to the appearance, but judge righteous judgment. Then said some of them of Jerusalem, Is not this him whom they seek to kill? So they are confirming it. But lo, he speaketh boldly, and they say nothing unto him. Do the rulers know indeed that this is the very Christ? How then we know this man whence he is? But when Christ cometh, no man knoweth whence he is. Then cried Jesus in the temple. Oh, he cried, as he taught, saying, Ye both know me, and ye know whence I am. And I am not come of myself, but he that sent me is true, whom ye know not. But I know him, for I am from him, and he has sent me. Then they sought to take him, but no man laid hands on him, because his hour was not yet come. And many of the people believed on him and said, When Christ cometh, will he do more miracles than this which this man had done? The Pharisees heard that the people murmured such things concerning him. And the Pharisees and the chief priests sent officers to take him. Then said Jesus unto them, Yet a little while I am with you, and then I go unto him that sent me. Ye shall seek me, and shall not find me. And where I am, thither ye cannot come. It's only God that can say such thing. Then said the Jews among themselves, Whither will he go, that we shall not find him? Will he go unto the dispersed among the Gentiles and teach the Gentiles? What manner of saying is this, that he said, Ye shall seek me, and shall not find me, and where I am, thither ye cannot come? In the last day, that great day of the feast, Jesus stood and cried, saying, If any man thirst, let him come unto me and drink. He that believeth on me, as the scripture has said, out of his belly shall flow rivers of living waters. Praise God. Now, listen, dear friends. I decided to take a reading because the reading continues to the end of chapter 7, continues to the end of chapter 8. All of the whole of them is still dealing with the same feast. Now, why I chose to do the reading is that you can see. Now, we talk about feast, but let's see a little thing that transpired in the feast, what happened. If you start chapter 8, you will see it was in the chapter 8. Turn to chapter 8, let me show you something. Jesus went onto the Mount of Olives, that is at night. And early in the morning, he came again into the temple. And all the people came unto him, and he sat down and taught them. And the scribes and Pharisees brought unto him a woman taken in adultery. And when they had set her in the midst, are you following now? Praise God. Are you following now? So this rescuing, the saving of the woman that was caught in adultery was in there. Are you following what I'm saying? Now, this is what I want to show you. Two things. When the feast comes, there are two things that I observed. I don't know if you ever observed. Jesus came to the feast. What did he do? Apart from miracles. But what did he do? One, he taught. He taught the people. In other words, in the feast, God will bring forth what? Revelations. Words of God will come. And God does that hoping that you will catch what? A truth. For you shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you. If there is nothing you have laid hold on, you've got it. And this is the 6th day. You're almost running late. Number 2, he said, anyone that is thirsty, do what? Come, and streams of living water shall do what? Shall flow from your belly. That is empowerment. Because the feast speaks of early rain and latter, and the Feast of Tabernacle is about latter rain. Pentecost is early rain, and Tabernacle is the latter rain. So whatever anointing you see in Pentecost is the beginning. There is going to be a greater outpouring in the latter rain, and that will cause the last revival. But even in an individual level, if you had experienced the anointing of God in the beginning, there is also a greater anointing that is coming that will help you to function properly and do God's work. Don't forget, please don't forget that anointing is not only for preachers. There are several kinds of words. Are you hearing what I'm saying? The Bible said Daniel was in the university, he came out with first class. I don't know if you read it in your Bible. Look for it, Daniel. Every student here, look for it in Daniel chapter 1. Look for it in Daniel chapter 1. He was in university. He came up with first class. Turn to Daniel chapter 1. Let me show you. You know, I like if you read the Bible carelessly, you don't observe anything. So if you're a student here, receive grace to come out the best in your class. Turn to Daniel chapter 1. Let me show you. I'll read verse 5. And then I will go back. I'll go over and read verse 19 and 20. And the king appointed them the daily provisions of the king's meat and of the wine which he drank, so nourishing them 3 years, that at the end thereof they might stand before the king. What are they supposed to be doing in these 3 years? Go to verse 4. Let me show you what is there. What I'm going to be doing. Then I'll go back to 19. Children in whom was no blemish, but well favored and skillful in all wisdom, and cunning in knowledge and understanding science. Now where do they study science? And such as had ability in them to stand in the king's palace. That is S.A. counselors, and whom they might teach the learning and the tongue of the Chaldeans. Now we talk about skill, we talk about wisdom, and we talk about cunning in knowledge, and then understanding of science. Did they do that in primary school? This is king's matter. This is president. This is an emperor. So he needed people who studied administration. In fact, if you study from other versions, you see administrations and other issues of astronomy, astrology, different things. They will study for 3 years. Their curriculum was 3 years curriculum, not 4 years. We do that. And then after it, now look at 19. Go to 19, please. The king communed with them. This interview. They came for interview, example. Communed with them, and among them all was found none like what? And Hananiah, Mishael, and Azariah. Therefore stood they before thee. May you receive grace. And after interview, you get employment. Yeah. I read this after I graduated. I cried. The day I read this after I graduated, I cried. The day I saw this revelation, I've left school. I said, God, if you show me this, I would have made first class. Because I had capacity to make first class. I never took school serious like that. Because I would have made first class. I saw it and said that as a believer, I should make first class. There's no reason for me to make nothing less than first class. Praise God. So there is one thing that happens in the feast. Two things I want you to take hold of. One, God is bringing forth revelations. The things I've been teaching, which one can you say you have learned? This is something I think I need. I've known it. I can apply it in my life. Let me ask another question. How many of you have gone home and looked through what we have preached for the day? Maybe the Bible verses you wrote and studied them more on your own and pray. How many people? Let me see your hands. This congregation is in trouble. Did you see that? So, you see, in your mind, the feast is when we have done what? That's not true. Here is only when we gather, share some word. The whole of the day is left for you to spend some time with God. Now, my second question: who and who have had an encounter with God since we began? Maybe a strange dream that shows you something. No ordinary dream. Not those usual things. Something that is very serious that you have seen as you seek the face of the Lord. Otherwise, you are missing out the whole entire issue of the open. You see, if you take it careless, normal, you will miss it. As I said earlier, the sky did not change, but the times are changing. I planned to do something different, but as I came here and started worshiping, the Lord began to speak to me to teach you the mystery of time. And I'm going to talk about time. Jesus said, my time is not yet. You go up, for your time is always ready. So I wanted to talk about something different, but the Lord said to me, speak on time. And He began to show me things as I pray. If you would know, Jesus said, my time has not yet, but your time is always what? And Bible says He went up to the feast. That is even a revelation, because the Greek word is saying up. He went up to the feast. The natural English will say He went to the feast. But if you read it from Hebrew, if you read from the Hebrew translation version of that place, He went up. That's the right thing. He went up. And there is a dual meaning inside it. But I don't want to get into that, because people are not ready for such things. But listen attentively and closely to me. Praise God.
Hallelujah.
When I checked the time Jesus means, the word He used for time is an interesting word. Jesus did not use the common word for time. He said, my time has not yet come, your time is always ready. That is interesting. Your time is ready. Tell your neighbor your time is ready. The word Jesus used for time is kairos. In Greek, there are two words for time: chronos and kairos. Chronos is from where we have chronological order. 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Are you with me? That's chronos, chronological order. There is another word for time. It is called kairos in Greek. And that is also moed, appointed, feast time in Hebrew. That word kairos is appointed time, a set time, a feast time. In other words, time is going like this. Now, if along the line there is not a feast time, the question is, why was it what? Feast. Praise God. Are you hearing what I'm saying? Why was it feast? Who feasted? And for what purpose did they feast it? Are you hearing what I'm saying? If you don't understand this truth, you may miss out on a lot of things that God has for you. Please, I'll beg you to listen and don't get distracted, because Satan has a way to use children to distract people. And what I say is that I mean it, whether my child or anybody. Because once you miss the gap in knowledge, you miss everything. Faith cometh by hearing, and hearing by the word of God. Amen. Praise God. Praise God. So there are two concepts of time. One is what? Chronos. The other one is what? Kairos. So the one Jesus used is kairos. He said your kairos is what? Is ready. Your kairos, go to the feast, because your kairos is what? In other words, your appointment, the appointed time for you is ready. Somebody's not hearing me. The appointed time for there to be a change in your life is ready. The appointed time for God to act on your behalf is ready. The appointed time for God to intervene is ready. The appointed time for you to break through is ready. The appointed time for the answered prayer to show up is ready. He said, for you, go up to the feast. Your kairos is ready. No, I love this. I love this. My kairos is ready. Come on, tell your neighbor, my appointed time has come. Say it to 2-3 persons. My appointed time has come. Your appointed time to marry, your appointed time to be blessed, your appointed time to have children, your appointed time for there to be a change has arrived. We sing, but Jesus said they have eyes they don't see. If you really have eyes, you will see what is going on. It's not just sing, you must sing and see. Worship allows you to see. That's what worship should mean. If your worship doesn't allow you to see, then you didn't get it. It's defeated. So my time has come. Praise God. Hallelujah. But listen to me, dear friends. Why is Jesus talking about time? You cannot deal with time. Listen closely. For you to understand time, you must know the constellations. Ecclesiastes chapter 3. For everything there is what? And for every purpose there is what? There is a time to be born. There is a time to die. There is a time to marry. There is a time to do what? If you miss the time to marry, it will take divine intervention to reschedule your season. And it is programmed like this that thing is being done. One of the mysteries I've learned is this: when people run late or miss their time, it is within the appointed time can God shift those things back again. Otherwise it will continue. You have missed it. No, you didn't hear what I just said. Listen again. The chronos is so arranged. God have mercy. Genesis chapter 1. I need to take you through. I said, just bear with me as the message comes, I give it to you. Verse 3. And God said, let there be. And there was. That's not the light I'm talking about. This light is different. This light is actually all. The Hebrew word here is all. It's not the light that we know as the sun and the moon. The first light God created or God brought forth actually was not sun and moon. The sun and moon was created on the fourth day. Was not on the first day. So the light that God brought forth was not sun and moon. And God said, let there be lights in the firmament of the heaven. Another light. To divide the day from the night. And let them be for what? Let them be for and 4 things. Light will do 4 things. Light will be for sign. That means something is about to happen. An indication. A herald. A sign is an indication there is something behind. It's an announcer. It tells you about something. It says for seasons. It says for days. It says again for years. These 4 things govern our natural life. Then he continues. Let them be for lights in the firmament of the heaven, to give light upon the earth. And it was so. And God made 2 great lights. The greater light to rule the day, and the lesser light to rule the night. He made the stars all. God set them in the firmament of the heaven to give light upon the earth. Listen to verse 18. Listen to verse 18. And to rule over the day. There's a word there is very powerful. Rule. Why rule? And to rule over the day and over the night. To divide the light from the darkness. And God saw that it was good. And the Bible says in the evening and the morning were the 4th day. So the 4th day God made light. Notice that the evening never came until God finished. Your evening will never come until your purpose is finished. Amen. Now listen closely. And listen very attentively. Now, you notice that the first light God made, the Bible has nothing to talk about it as it relates to our times and. But times and seasons are governed by the second light God made. And that is the sun and the constellations as we know them as the stars. Now, they tell you it's a time to plant. It's a time to harvest. It's a time to. So everything we do under the face of the sun is governed by the light, by the sun. Are you hearing what I'm saying? That is the natural life cycle. And that is also the chronos. our life is governed in a sense by the what? You didn't hear what I said? Because the light indicates when there is night and when there is what? So we now calculate time. Time now becomes a calculation of the sun, or rather the movement of the earth around the. Are you getting what I'm saying? So by our scientific calculation, we now pitch it. This is 3 o'clock. This is what? 4 o'clock. And once it is 10, 11, you should do what? Sleep. And naturally, your body is programmed to do what? Oh Jesus, these people are not here. Are you hearing what I'm saying? Naturally, your body is programmed to do what? If you travel to another country in a different time zone, a day or two, your body will do what? You'll start adjusting to follow their own timing. Once it's night, you go and do what? Once it's day, your body just naturally do what? In spite of the dream that you are dreaming and how far you are in that dream, once it is morning, you will do what? Have you ever asked yourself what is waking you up? Now listen to what I'm going to say. That is why the occult and the witches and wizards, and especially the marine kingdoms, because they are the ones that operate the time, and those who are in astral occult organizations that operate that astral issue, what people call the zodiac signs. The issue is this: if a witch or a marine person alter the moon based on you are making incantations, they alter your season. That's why some people that do shoe will come out in the middle of the night. Even some spiritual people that do some stupid spiritual prayers, they will give you prayer and say, come out when the moon is what? And be naked and cry and say this psalm and say this psalm. That is using the constellation. Once that is done against you and you're not powerful in prayer, they will alter your chronos. What it means is that if naturally by 18 years, the way life has been ordained to operate in the natural dimension, that you should marry, and that thing is altered. If it is altered to 36 years, you will not marry till 36. That marriage will come by 18 and shift. The right time for you to go to marriage has what? Come and passed. The right time for you to prosper has come. If it is altered, it will do God. Everything you do on the earth has been scheduled. Now, God did this as the chronos. Our life goes that way. Our life goes that way. Day after, what we call New Year, is anything that changed? You know, I used to think one time, I said to myself, from 31st to 1st, is there anything that changed? Did the cloud jump out from that place? Is still not the same show that and anything that reverse and Happy New Year. It is how we have programmed life based on what we have seen over time. We take it that way, that once it is 31st, according to our calculation of calendar, it is not new. The truth is that they move to count New Year, you will still, it will affect your age still. I began to find out that if you alter your consciousness about time, it can affect your body. So everything that happens on the earth is governed by what? And time is governed by the sun and the moon. That is the originators of what? Or rather, the things that make time to become what? Because if the sun stops today and the moon doesn't shine, we will lose what? There will be a gap in time. And the sun stood still over Ajalon, over Gibeon, and the moon stood still over Ajalon. Science has found out that what Joshua did in those days actually affected the calculation of time. There's a scientific proof on that right now. And Isaiah prayed to King Ahaz and said, let the sun do what? Go back. So we have 2 times in nature where time was totally what? Suspended. Now everything we do follows time. Our natural life follows time. Now that is why God said, let the moon rule over there, so that there will be light even in darkness. So that his children will not stay in the 12 hours good things and 12 hours. You don't hear what I'm saying? Amen. How it applies to human being in our consciousness, in our awareness, is light, knowledge. Light also is significant of what? Knowledge, wisdom. But I'm going to show you something. Praise God. Praise God.
Hallelujah.
You see, because there is light in this room, I can see virtually the face of every. And if the light continues, I will still be seeing, and I can be seeing your clothes, and I can be telling the colors. Are you with me? If you off this light, what happens? Many people live under the natural light. Light governs time, so I don't want light is what controls time. So if you understand the issue of light, you will be able to understand time. Are you hearing what I'm saying? So now, what it means is that if light is going on, continue. Oh my goodness. If light is on for 24 hours, it means you will be seeing what? 24 hours you will see your way. And you can maneuver your, and it will be good, because light is synonymous with what? Are you hearing what I'm saying? Now, but our day is divided into two. 12 hours what? And 12 hours what? What does that, what would that imply? 12 hours good things, 12 hours what? And that's why God put the moon, so that it can reduce. You will not stand that. But you see people who naturally, good things happen to them this month. The next 3 months is another cycle of what? That means darkness has come. Are you hearing what I'm saying? Yes. So it becomes a wobbling what? There are times it's not steady. They are functioning under the natural time. Now that can continue. In fact, if the devil puts hand in your things and quench your light and alter your light, oh my goodness. Turn your Bible with me, Matthew. I pray that you get this revelation. Matthew chapter 6 from verse 22. The light of the body is the. Now, Jesus is talking about light. Remember, I've spoken about natural light, which is what? The constellations, which governs everything we do on the earth. But when it comes applied to realities of life, when you take it a little bit spiritual, what light is inside you? Because what you are seeing, what you are aware of, it will determine what will be happening around you. So, the light of the body is the. If therefore thy eye be single, which is whole, thy whole body shall be full of what? Light. Now, if your body is full of light, what happens? You'll be seeing what? Now, but your eye has to be full of light for it to affect your what? If darkness is in your eye, now look at what you're saying. But if thy eye be evil, thy whole body shall be full of what? If therefore the light that is in thee be darkness, how great is that? Let me explain it. Let me explain this to you in reality. Have you had a dream before where you're in primary school? In fact, in primary school, you're not wearing sandals. And you are in a class. And in that class, they are not studying Obi as a boy. They are studying Greek. And in fact, they are about to write exam and you don't know what to write. Your pen is not available. And after you wake up from that dream, 3 weeks, 1 month, 2 months, things start getting what? What does that mean? The light that came to you, you saw in your spirit consciousness was what? Your physical dimension will manifest exactly what you saw. You're not hearing what I say. Are you hearing what I'm saying? In other words, light governs not only time, but governs the type of things that happen to you. Activities on the light on earth. That's how time is programmed. That's how occultists reprogram your time. You'll be missing opportunities, blessing after blessing. Are you hearing what I'm saying? Now, that timing can be continuous. Chronos. Are you with me? If you're a lady in darkness, no matter how beautiful you are, you can bleach, re-bleach, tone, repackage, paint, foundation to finishing. Nobody will see you at all. Nobody. Because you are in the dark. You're not seeing. He has been altered. What is it that governs time? Light. Who is light? Jesus. The Bible said light shineth and darkness comprehended it not. For the light of life, he is the light that lighteth every man that cometh into the.
Now, this Jesus, who is now light, who governs your time, no longer the sun and the moon, now came and gave an appointed time, which is an appointed moed of the sun. And in other words, heaven has created a loophole, a window. That's what we call portal of heaven, what I was teaching. Now, this particular opening here means heaven will step in. And Jesus carries your season, because now he's now the new light. It's no longer the sun that the witches have uttered. Psalm 27. The Lord is my light and my salvation. David knew this. He did not say the sun and the moon. He said the Lord is my light and my salvation. The word salvation is Yeshua. Yesha, which means Jesus. You are my light and you are my what? Salvation. Which means you are my healing, you are my deliverance, you are my breakthrough, you are my blessings, you are my favor. All of this is no longer in time and season or the natural order that can be altered by the devil. But the moment you see the light of Jesus and step in the right place, it changes. Someone is living here transformed. Someone is living here blessed. Someone is stepping into your Kairos moment. You are stepping into your appointed time. You are stepping into your appointed time. The set time for deliverance has come. The set time for you to be free has come. In the name of Jesus. In the name of Jesus. In the name of Jesus. It is the set time to bless and favor Zion. So now, listen to me. See how it happens. When you are in this place, when the light is here, the window is here, there are 2, 3 lights. I'll talk about 2 today. I don't think I can go deep. The natural order is 1. The light of the word of God is 2. The third light is called the light of God's glory, the Shekinah. There are 3. So now, it means time is no longer following what? Listen. I want to show you the secret of miracle. You know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, bam. It stops. Before 6 is a process of what? Time gap. Are you with me? But before 6 is a person called what? And this Jesus carries what? Healing. It carries what? Deliverance. It carries what? Breakthrough. It carries what? Favor. Do you notice that it does not continue? This person does not do what? This person does not do what? It's only what? So if you meet him here, miracle happens here.
I hear you, sir.
Miracle in the natural order. That's why a woman gets pregnant, it takes gestation of what? So many things take a process. Healing takes a healing time. If I lay hands on you, you are healed. It may take 2, 3 days, 1 day, 6 hours. It does what? Miracle does not operate in that order. Miracle is simply doing what? Meeting him. And here is what? Everything is what? Complete. At the end of this meeting, somebody is living blessed. Amen. Your miracles will no longer delay. Amen. Every spirit of delay is cancelled. It's cancelled. It's cancelled. It's cancelled. In the name of Jesus. As I'm preaching, and you begin to understand, somehow revelation, you begin to make understanding from what I am talking, and you start seeing in your, by the light of the word of God, this sickness is not that well. Jesus has healed me. According to his stripes, I am. You start understanding it. Okay, if God is the God of blessing and this God is with me, means I am blessed. I'm not cursed too. Are you following what I'm saying? Okay, if it is God that supports everything that can make things happen, and this God now is in my house, that means blessing has done what? You start understanding from that light. It means the light that is entering your eye has done what? I put that Matthew chapter 6. Are you following what I'm saying? How it works? Because what the devil does is to allow you to continually do what? In fact, every time you have disappointment, you see it in the dream, it happens to you physically. At some point, you now even begin to accept disappointment as what? Even if they call it in our body, there's a business, it's I forget, no what. When I step there now, small time I think we'll just leave and make I just rest. I don't want that disappointment again. The point that you have concluded that disappointment has become. Are you hearing what I'm saying?
You are no longer seeing the reality that you're a blessed person. But the moment the life of the body is the eye, if you see revelation by God's word, instantly the body will be what? In other words, your physical environment will start doing what? Your situations will start doing what? Are you hearing what I'm saying? And that friend, God has brought you to the Feast of Tabernacle to create a window of time whereby things will not govern you by natural circumstances anymore. Not by the connection of your uncle or anybody. But now it's coming by the intervention of God himself. That's why he said, come and meet me. Because I carry healing. The Bible says in the book of Isaiah chapter 9, these are the children given to me, destined for signs and wonders. Because you are meeting with him that carries your healing. He that carries breakthrough. He that has power to change and overrule everything that is wrong in your life. The moment you meet him, all changes. The question as you are sitting right there, you might have left your place coming here with a trouble that has been in Chronos. Has been there since 2 weeks. Or since 1 year 2012. But right now, you are understanding a different thing. Are you seeing a changed one or are you seeing the old one? Are you hearing what I'm saying? It's the set time. Let me read that psalm for you and I'll conclude. Let me read that set time. Because time is the thing that holds your blessings. But it's the wrong time. We have a different light. We are living on a different light. We are the children of light. Is somebody there? Are you hearing what I'm saying? I say we are the children of light. Amen. I say we are the children of light. Amen. We are the children of light. Amen. We are the children of light. Amen. Can you turn to Psalm 102 and let's read verse 13. Psalm 102. Let's read verse 13. Did you hear that? Let's look at it. Thou shalt arise and have mercy upon, for the time to favor her. Yea, the set time is come. Does that talk about you? Yes. Let me show you why it is you. Hebrews chapter 12. Hebrews chapter 12. Let's start reading from verse 22. Quick. Look at what it says. But ye are come unto Mount and unto the city of the living, the heavenly what? To an innumerable company of. Are you following the people that are here? Yes. To the general assembly and church of the firstborn, which are written in heaven, and to God, the judge of all, and to the spirits of just men made perfect. Please go ahead. And to Jesus. Did you get the point? That's our connection. The mediator of the new, and to the blood of the sprinkling that speaketh better things than the blood of Abel. Now, if you are part of the church, if you are born again, then you are part of what? Put that Psalm 102 there so that you read it with joy. I want you to read it with joy. Read it with joy. Psalm 102. Thou shalt arise and have mercy upon who? No. Who? For the time to favor her. Yes, the set time has come. Beloved, do you know what favor is? Favor means your debts can be cancelled. Amen. Favor means what you don't merit is given to you. Mercy says you are deserved to die, but I won't give you the punishment. I won't kill you. That's mercy. Favor is a part of grace. Favor is like you are supposed to pay me 1 million, but you don't have 1 million. Don't worry, leave the debt. Then take 500,000 and arrange your life. Make you better. That is favor. Favor is. This thing is meant for those who are 30 years. If you're 30 years, you can come. If you're not 30, don't come. And you come here and you are 18. They look at you and say, come inside. I don't care what the devil has programmed and how long they have put that witchcraft. But the moment you understood what I taught, you are not dealing with the normal time, you are dealing with a person, and that person is called, and he is light. And you have received him as your Lord and Savior. So it's not difficult. You only needed to know, my people perish because they lack what? Now you know. That's what the Feast of Tabernacle is. It's an appointed time, a window by which eternity enters into human dimension to change circumstances. So that you can go out there and rejoice and say, my God has favored me. My God has blessed me. Your time, and interestingly, the miracle will not delay. The miracle will not delay. Listen to what is delayed. Delay is operating in chronos. It has come, but something is dragging it. I didn't hear what I'm saying. If it's supposed to take 1 year, it's taking 10 years. That's delay. But because there is a window, the train is coming. The train stop. This other one, there's a road, stop. All the miracles are here. And you come and enter here, collect your miracle and go back. We are about to pray. We are about to pray. I see breakthroughs. Massive breakthroughs. I don't know when people have programmed evil for you. How can check your power is still there? When they check their mirror, it's still there, but you are blessed, they are confused. They don't. You didn't hear what I said. You know, when they go and look at it, it is there. But he's giving a different report. A different result is happening in your life. They get confused, they don't know what is going on. They say, Owerri fell alarm. Owerri fell alarm. Somebody's about to say Owerri fell alarm. This witchcraft has failed me. Didn't work this time. And you know, the deities are pursuing you from home. They get confused. They see you, they see a different person. They say, where is he? Where is he? Oh my goodness. I can't see everything. Turning around, everything. Turning around, everything. Turning around for my good. I can't see everything. Turning around.
It's so beautiful to know that you are with us every moment of our life. To know the never ever.
Sure, you've been blessed by listening to this life-giving message. Mirror of Liberty Ministry. For more inquiries, call these numbers
070-653-01087 or 090-319-43044.
You can like us on Facebook, Mirror of Liberty Ministry, and follow us on Twitter, Mirror of Liberty. Mirror, N-I-R-O-R, Mirror of Liberty. Thank you for being part of this program. See you again.